Danielle Monaro, and I am on the red carpet for iHeartRadio Broadway at the Tony Awards tonight at Radio City Music Hall. We are so excited. In just a few minutes, Broadway's finest, they are going to be walking down this carpet, and we're going to get to interview them and see how they're feeling, see how excited they are about all the great things to come on this amazing evening.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.
Duran,
it's me.
From Dead Outlaw, one of our favorite shows in the entire season. You guys are up for a Tony Award tonight. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. I mean, this is the ultimate night of theater, and I've been doing theater since I was 10 years old. So to be here is just like so special and so cool.
How do you get ready for a night like tonight?
I don't know, drink a lot of water.
Do you?
Yeah, drink a lot of water. Try not to get too nervous. Just keep breathing and stay in the moment, you know, appreciate everything that's going on.
When they wanted you to get involved with a show like Dead Outlaw, obviously not your traditional Broadway show, but a wonderful show. What was your first reaction? Were you right away, yeah, I want to do this? Yeah,
I mean, this creative team is like the creme de la creme. They are the indie musical, like, masterminds of Broadway.
Yeah.
So, and that's like my niche as well. So I was really excited, and I read the first page of the script, and all there was were these beautiful lyrics of the first song about like nature and life and longing, and then there was a line at the bottom of the page. The only line that fit on the page is, "All right, boys, let's go rob that train."
Yeah, one of the best lines.
I was like, and that was just the first page. I was like, oh, this is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you find out it's based on a true story. How much digging do you actually do into the person you're playing, because it's a true character?
Yeah, a lot. I asked Itamar Moses, our book writer, you know, what did you read? What did you research? And he gave me this great book by a guy named Mark Svenvold, who spent a lot of time basically putting together the story of Elmer's life. But I only read half the book because he died halfway through, and I was like, well, that's all I need to read.
Oh my gosh, that's right. So after the Tonys tonight, what is next for you? Like, what other than doing Broadway, is there something else on your bucket list?
Yeah, I have these planters on my terrace in this new apartment I'm renting, and they are still empty. I've got to get some plants in there. It's killing me.
Because you don't have time, I'm sure, to do every...
I've had no life for months. Yeah. It's been so thrilling, but like I'm excited to like have this ultimate celebration tonight, and then like rediscover who I am. What do you do? Like, if you do have a downtime, can you go and see another show? No. Because you're all on the same schedule. Yeah, we're all on the same schedule pretty much. So it's impossible. I'll just get my days back. I'll be able to sleep. I probably have like 82 hours of sleep to catch up on, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for tonight. I love it. All right, my last question. I know everybody asks you about playing the dead guy, that you're dead for part of the show. Mm-hmm. How do you do that? There has to be something. It's got to be a talent. It's a special talent. Yeah, I mean, I'm really good at zoning out. Okay. And it's like a meditation in a way, you know. And it's such a challenge. I just love theater that like brings unique challenges to you. So I watched you the whole time, and I'm like, I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him blinking. Did you? I did not. I do blink in there, you know. I didn't know. And some nights are harder than others. Because the lights go off a lot of times. Yeah, the lights go off. And then they go back on. Yeah. I figured that's when you blink. Or when people like walk in front of me, I'll blink. Yeah. Or if I get an itch on my face, I'll start singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider like 17 times, and then I forget why I was doing that. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you know, weird distractions. So if you were to say one thing to get people to come and see the show, what would it be? Oh, wow. I mean, it's a true story that like has twists and turns in it you wouldn't believe, and you will laugh, and you will guffaw, and you will cry, and you will leave, I think, appreciating life more. Yeah, and the music is fantastic. The music is incredible. The music is incredible. Like we can't wait to see it again. I call it like a rockabilly concert. Yeah, and like a play. It's like everything all in one. Yeah, it's something for everyone. Yeah. Thank you. And I'm here with one of the stars of Dead Outlaw.
Hello, I'm Julian Itel.
You are so fantastic in the show. It's funny, my husband and I, we see shows all the time. This was the show of the whole year to him. Oh, he loved it so much. Even my 20-year-old son wants to come back and see it again.
It's kind of a boy show. It's a girl show as well.
I loved it too.
It's a girl show as well, but I think like a lot of it speaks to men in a certain way, which I love, because it's hard to do with Broadway shows sometimes.
And you are just outstanding in it. He actually kept saying how fabulous you were the whole night.
Thank your son for me, please.
I will. Now, how do you get involved in a show like this? Because it's not your typical traditional Broadway show.
Yeah, I mean, I got an email from my agent that said, audition for the untitled David Yazbek piece.
Wow.
And I read the script and listened to a stranger and said, oh my God, this is my favorite show I've ever read or heard. And I hoped I would get to be a part of it, and they chose me to do a workshop and then kept me for the off-Broadway run, and then now here we are.
Wow. So what does it feel like to be at the Tony Awards?
Oh my God, it's really insane. And every time someone asks me that, I go, wow, I'm at the Tony Awards. It's so cool. I mean, it's just a dream come true. It's an honor beyond my imagination, and I'm just trying to soak it all up.
If the show wins tonight, what do you do? What's your reaction? How do you even feel? I can't even imagine.
I mean, sob. I will sob. I will run up onto the stage, probably trip, and just squeeze all the people who made it.
I love it.
Yeah.
And you guys really like a family? Because it really seems like you are.
Yeah, and it makes me so happy when people say that they feel that, because we really are so close. We stayed close between the off-Broadway and the Broadway run, and it's just my favorite building I've ever gotten to work in.
That's awesome. It's a smaller ensemble, too.
Yeah.
So I think that helps a lot with keeping everybody close.
Exactly. It's 8 people.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a great time tonight, and I hope you win. Thank you. Thank you. We are here with Deb Brown from Dead Outlaw. First of all, you're up for a Tony Award.
I can't believe it, and yet it's real.
It's real.
I'm alive and well, and here we are.
You were so fantastic in this show.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're the narrator. That's right.
I am. I do tell the story.
You tell the story.
I think that's my first line. Let me tell you a story.
That's
something
right.
like that. Yeah.
It's such a special show. It's something I describe it as a show that even if you don't love Broadway, your traditional Broadway, you'll love the show. It's something different.
Yeah, but it's also a great piece of theater. I mean, it's a really, really artful and original piece of well-crafted theater. And at the same time, it's kind of like a folk rock concert.
Yeah.
And it's a crazy, true story.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of laughs. It's profound. It's all things, as your husband knows.
Oh my gosh! I was just telling him that my husband would be fangirling right now because this was probably his favorite show of the entire season.
Oh, that's so
we
nice.
brought my 20-year-old son.
Nice.
He's still talking about it.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to come back. We loved it so much. It was just. We walked out of there with a smile on our faces. Yes, the story's a little sad. You know, the poor guy should have been buried a long time ago.
That's
but
true.
It is based on a true story.
It sure is. And it's for husbands and sons and everybody.
It is. If you had to say one thing about the show to get people to come and see it, what would you say?
I'd say come see it because it's surprising and you will not forget the music.
That's for sure. Do you have a background in this type of music?
I do. I toured with bands for years, but I
Okay.
haven't been in a band since my 40s. So it's great fun to be in a band every night,
And
8
I
times
think
a
you
week.
work harder than anybody in the show.
Oh, that's nice of you to say,
I
but
totally think so.
it feels like a breeze.
You-
Yeah,
And
it does.
when you do 2 shows a day, how do you get the energy to do that second show?
Well, you know, Pavarotti used to say, "When I'm ready to do the opera when I've done the opera." So
Yeah.
those 2 shows a day, that second show is like nothing.
Oh, okay.
Because you're warm.
Just like nothing.
Yeah.
And you find out you get the Tony Award nomination. What's the first thing you do and the first person you call?
First person I called was my daughter,
Nice.
who's 18 years old.
There you
She's
go.
off at college. And the first thing I did was I sort of began to look like in an imaginary scrapbook, and all my teachers, all my mentors, all my earliest, it all feels like one story leading to this.
I love
and that's
it.
nice, you know?
Has anybody ever said that, yeah, you're not going to make it. It's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that a couple of
You
times in the
really
early
did?
days. Of course I did.
And
Everybody
what would you
hears
say to those
it.
people right now?
I'd say you just keep at it. Patience, persistence, and truly to like young people, I'd say build a life that's there for you when the work comes and goes, because
Yeah.
that will be the case.
Right.
So whether it's friends or lovers or pets or hobbies, you know, have something that you love to do.
I love it.
That you go to every time you're not working.
That's great. And a night like tonight for the Tony Awards, okay, you win the Tony. What's the next thing you do? Like, how do you celebrate? I know you probably go to the parties, but what else?
There's a bunch of parties, and then tomorrow I rest and I get a massage on Tuesday. I think that's what happens.
I love that.
Yeah.
Good. You deserve it. Enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am here with David Yazbek and Eric De La Pena. They are composers from Dead Outlaw. Now, not only is Dead Outlaw up for a Tony, but you two are up for a Tony.
We are?
You are? Did nobody tell you?
No, this is exciting.
We came for the buffet.
So I saw the show. one of my favorite shows of the entire season.
Thank you.
So different. And I feel like it's the type of show, if you don't like your typical Broadway show, this is the show for you.
I think that's right. I think
Yeah.
it is too. I think it's also the show for you if you do like your typical Broadway show.
Oh, really?
Let me put it
Okay,
this
go ahead.
way.
Explain that. Explain that.
It's a show for everyone.
Yeah.
No, it's just, if you'll excuse the expression, it's great music and great songs.
Amazing music.
This cast these are thespian professionals
Yeah.
who will blow you away. They play 6 to 8 roles each.
Yep.
David Cromer is one of our great theater directors. It's an experience that is really for anyone who likes quality. And Broadway can have quality sometimes.
Yep.
I see it.
And you guys, it's based on a true story. I think a lot of people may not even know that the actual Dead Outlaw story is true.
Well, we kind of make that clear throughout the show.
Right,
We
but if
keep
you haven't
reminding
seen the show.
If you haven't seen the show, right, they might not know.
It's a true story, and it's a fucking wild, absolutely crazy story that, you kind of have to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
You kind of have to buy tickets to believe it. Full price tickets, maybe. And then you'll believe it.
And if you had to say one thing to get people to buy those tickets, to get them to come see that show, what would it be?
Live a little. You're going to die, so live a little. Yeah, I'm just adding to that. Yeah.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.